It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I don't know what that was. It's Tuesday, January 25th. It's 11:30 a.m., which means it is time for our midday mindful moment. I'm Reverend Jonathan Zenz. I am the minister here at Unity of Tucson, and you have joined us either on Unity of Tucson's Facebook page or Unity of Tucson's YouTube page, or on my personal Facebook page, where I've decided to start putting this out. And I'm grateful that we are connected. Yes, we take this opportunity every single Tuesday through Friday at 11:30 a.m., right in the middle of the day, to affirm life's good and to engage in a little bit of spiritual practice. Why? Well, it helps keep me consistent in a form of spiritual practice. And with your engagement, I think it keeps you consistent. You get to decide. And the nice thing is that when we are consistent in our spiritual practice, life just gets better all around. So let's make life better. What do you say? I see some people are already putting up some comments. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, I would love for you to post a comment and let me know that you are here. I see that Robin is saying it is a great morning to all, and it is. It's a great morning. Happy taco. I mean Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Yes. Taco Tuesday. Hey, I think I know what I'm having for dinner. Good day, Jason, Sue, great to see you. Darwin and Jerry, great to see you. What's on your personal site? Not big on supporting Facebook. Oh no, it goes to my Facebook, my personal Facebook. It's just my personal Facebook. Yeah. Here's what I do, of course, want to offer. As I say every single time I see you, you are love, you are light, you are life. You are magnificent. Yes, you are. Absolutely. Yeah, and I will also say, Robin, if you want to go watch on YouTube, if you don't want to support Facebook, that's totally fine. We're on YouTube as well. So look up Unity of Tucson at YouTube, subscribe to our channel there, and you should get notified whenever we go live, which is inclusive of our Sunday services as well. Anyway, that's all that stuff. Megan, hello. Greetings to you as well. So today I wrote Sowing the Seeds of Love. You know, I think today I just want to talk about the seeds we plant and let those seeds that we plant be the seeds of love. Why does this come up for me? Because I'm kind of in the Four Agreements state of mind. And so I keep pulling my Four Agreements cards each day as a bit of an inspiration for me. You know, ministers look for sources of inspiration as well. And in the card that I drew today, it said, the human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. When you are impeccable with your word, that's one of the Four Agreements, be impeccable with your word. When you are impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile for the words that come from love. This is a consistent spiritual practice for me, and I think for many of us, to maintain our minds as fertile grounds for love. Now, what that means too is something I actually kind of talked about on Sunday, which is as we are faced with things in the world of form, we need to look beyond those things in the world of form and deepen into the core truth of all of it, which is that it's all the flow of God. It's all the flow of love. It is all the flow of, right? And when we train our minds, and the whole thing about this spiritual practice and why we're consistent is we are working to actively train our minds to embrace the consciousness that we would like to embrace and let go of that which we would no longer like to embrace, and be the ones who are in charge of that. You know, life is a life of freedom and flexibility and choice. Now, sometimes we make choices at the level of awareness. Sometimes we make choices below the level of awareness. I know you hear me say that all the freaking time, at the level of awareness and below the level of awareness. The thing is, oftentimes the choices that we make below the level of awareness, it means we're not aware that we're making the choices, but we're still making choices. Those are usually rooted in the information that we are taking in from our world, our circumstantial world. And oftentimes what we are met with are messages in the world that are saying we should be fearful. And when we're making choices from that fearful point of view, below the level of awareness, we're creating the context in our mind for welcoming more things to be fearful of in our world. And it kind of becomes like a snowball. So the active work that we do in spiritual practice to sow the seeds of love in mind, in consciousness, in our hearts, when we are active in that practice, well, that then begins to snowball. That's how life gets better. And so today I'm going to say, catch yourself. That's part of the work. Catch yourself. When you are allowing something to come through you that perhaps is rooted in fear, catch yourself. Even ministers, we experience this still because the mind is infinite. So there's infinite possibility and opportunity for ourselves to catch ourselves, recognizing those things that are unfolding below the level of awareness. But we can catch ourselves. We can become aware. And the way we become aware is by being observers of ourselves, to be the observer and to be the observed, to observe ourselves, right? To see what is happening in our life and is it in alignment with what I would like to be happening? Well, if it's not, then that means there's room to do the conscious work to change it. So as we do it, as we engage in it more and more and more, and as we actively sow the seeds of love in mind and let that inform our thoughts, inform our expression and experience, it informs our intention, well, like I say, that kind of snowballs into the habit of love. And isn't that what it's all about? Developing the habit of love only. So that's what I'm choosing to do. How about you? Let's engage in some affirmative prayer treatment to concretize this and allow this to be rooted in the core of our being. If it's safe and comfortable for you, if you'd like to, close your eyes. You are free to do so. Whatever is comfortable, I always say. I close my eyes as it allows me to turn my attention to that inner life. The inner life where I root up into the sense of awareness, that which is happening often at or below the level of awareness, where I gracefully acknowledge from a loving perspective that anything that has been created in the past below the level of awareness in the expression and experience of life is not a necessity to keep a hold in my life. And so as I become aware of it, as I welcome this awareness, I know that there is that within which allows the pure flow of good to let itself be known. And in this pure flow of good, in this pure flow of love, I know that my life is transformed. And I hold this to be the truth for each and every one of us, that as we sow the seeds of love in mind, our lives are transformed. And this is made so because there is only one infinite power. There is only one source. There is God and nothing else. There is this magnificent, creative resource expressing itself as all things, the entire universe, and perhaps things that are beyond the perception of the universe. All of it is God. And this is inclusive of each and every one of us. We are this power. We are this presence. We are God, embodied and expressed. This is our core identity. And so knowing this of myself and knowing it for each and every one of us, I lay claim to the understanding and the acknowledgement and the welcoming with a resolved sensibility that love is at the core of all activity and expression. And there is no room for anything else. So all I allow is love, both at the level of awareness, and I embody it to such a degree that it crowds out anything unlike it below the level of awareness. And so I am not subject to anything outside the self, only the core of love in my heart. I breathe into this understanding. I welcome the good. I know that I am relaxed in the flow of this good, And it is with a grateful heart that I acknowledge and accept this as so for me and for each and every one of us. And in this acceptance, I affirm it by saying, and so it is. Amen. And so it is. Well, as always, grateful to spend this time with you, just a few minutes in the middle of the day. I will be back again tomorrow for the Midday Mindful Moment, 11:30 a.m. right here on a couple Facebook channels and on YouTube. And do continue to reach out and thank you, Jason. I see your message saying thank you. Do continue to comment, whether you're watching live or on the replay. If you're watching on the replay, I still go and read those comments. Always grateful to see them. Also, let's, I don't know, share the prayer. If you share this out there, we can help change this world and help people understand that, we don't need to be relegated to the circumstances of our lives. We are the ones who get to change them. That's really the message today, right? And click those reaction icons. A thumbs up on YouTube is always lovely. One of those love heart reactions on Facebook is also lovely. And yeah, I love that. Join me on Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. for guided meditation. That's virtual at unitytucson.com/livestream and virtually or in person at 10 a.m. on Sundays for our Sunday celebration. Yes, it's always a good time. And grateful for all of you. Grateful to spend this time with you. I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. Make your day magnificent. Know that you are magnificent, not because of anything you do. It's just the core of who you are. Peace and blessings to you. Be well. Bye.